Okay, here are some select homework problems from 12.4, vectors. Vectors are those arrows that point in certain directions. Vectors have two quantities. They have a magnitude and a direction. So magnitude is basically how long that vector is, and you can find those using the Pythagorean theorem. The direction, whenever we have a Cartesian plane like this, east is at 0 degrees over in this direction. North is straight up and it's 90 degrees. West is all the way to the left and it's 180 degrees, and south is 270 degrees. So when they say east of north, you go to north and you move this way. When they say west of north, you would go this way. When they say north of west, you would go this way. So just think about it like that. All right, let's do number 1 and number 6 so you can see what they mean. It says express each vector in component form. Well, this is u, and component form is just x and y. So to express u, you would count 1, 2, 3 on the x-axis and 1, 2 down. That would be expressed in component form. So you see, it's just like finding the coordinate of the point that's at the tip, okay? Next, it wants us to, this is number 6, it wants us to give the magnitude and direction. Well, the magnitude, you can simply do the Pythagorean theorem. So the magnitude is the length of this. So if we were to draw a triangle, this is 3, this is 2, we would say 3 squared plus 2 squared equals the magnitude squared. So this would be 9 plus 4 equals the magnitude squared. So 13 is the magnitude squared. So the magnitude equals square root of 13. And you can leave it like that. So square root of 13 would go out here. That would be the magnitude. And the direction, you're going to learn to write it inside something like this. But if this is 0 degrees, and this is 90 degrees, and this is 180 degrees, and this is 270 degrees, we want to find this right here. And we're going to say it's south of, I'm not going to do this right now. We're going to say it's so many degrees, this many degrees. Now, how do you think we would find that? Well, easily we can find that by using our sine, cosine, and tangent. So we're given the adjacent is 3, and our opposite is 2. See, adjacent to this angle is 3, opposite is 2. So we look adjacent and opposite. Again, we're going to use the tangent. So we're going to say the tangent of this angle, and theta is the variable they often use for angles, is opposite over adjacent. So on your calculator, you hit tan to the negative 1, 2 over 3. So second tan. So let's go ahead and do that. Second tan 2 divided by 3. And you get 33.7. So you would say it's 33.7 degrees south of east. Okay? That's the way I believe your book wants you to put it right now. Okay, now let's look at 14. 14 wants us to write the component form. So the first thing you should always do is draw it. You're going 10 miles. So in other words, your vector is going to be 10 miles long. 25 degrees east of north. So north, east of north. So it's going to be 25 degrees east of north. Okay? So if that's my vector and it's 10 long, we need to find the x and the y. Well, to find the x is the side opposite. 10 is the hypotenuse. So look over there, opposite and hypotenuse are the sine. So we will say the sine of 25 degrees equals opposite over hypotenuse. So 10 times the sine of 25 degrees equals x. So let's go ahead and do that. 10 times the sine of 25 degrees is 4.23. So x is 4.23. Now you can either use the Pythagorean theorem and get y. You could do y squared plus 4.23 squared equals 10 squared. That's one method to do it. Or you can just say, well, the adjacent is y, the hypotenuse is 10. So adjacent and hypotenuse is the cosine. So you can say the cosine of 25 equals y over 10. So 10 times the cosine of 25 will give you y. So let's do that. 10 cosine 25, 9.06. So y equals 9.06. So to write it in component form, just do x, which is 4.23, and y. Now x is going this way, so it's positive, and y is going up, so it's positive. So it'll be 9.06. And that's how you find that. So be sure to draw your picture correctly, label your hypotenuse correctly, and your angle. Make sure it's in the correct place. I didn't put it here because it's 25 degrees east of north. So you start at north and go this way. Okay, if it had said north of east, you would have gone this way, and your 25-degree angle would have been there.